Hello to Bibliodin family. Today our topic is anti-slow, which is or unslow, anti-slow. I don't know the actual pronunciation. So this is an important topic in FPD. Let's start with introduction. This is the first point which you should write in your answer. That is, there are certain characteristics of an abutment in FPD that must be evaluated. So these characteristics are location, position, condition of the tooth, crown root ratio, root configuration, and root surface area. Coming to expansion of the root surface area. If a teeth is large, it will be having greater surface area. That is, consider these two are the surface area of two different teeth. Obviously, the larger teeth, which is having greater surface area, will be able to bear with more amount of stress. So this anti-slow was proposed by Johnston et al. And the definition is that the root surface area or the total perisegmental area of the abutment teeth should be equal to or greater than combined perisegmental area of the teeth being replaced with Pontics. That is, consider here you have 1, 2, then 2 teeth missing. Again you have 2 teeth. Consider these are the 2 teeth to be replaced. So these 4 you're taking as your abutment. Now the combined perisegmental area of A, B, C, D must be equal to or greater than that of E and F. Okay. We must know the perisegmental area of every teeth so that we can understand, we can calculate. But it is very important to at least know the teeth with largest perisegmental area. Here you can see in maxilla, the largest perisegmental area is for your maxillary first and second molar. That is 433 and 431 in value. And 433 millimeter square. Millimeter square is the unit, millimeter square. And maxillary second molar 431 millimeter square. When we are coming to the mandible, here the largest is 431 for mandibular first molar, which is same as maxillary second molar. And you must also know the least value. Least is for your mandibular central incisor, which is 154. This is the figure which you can draw. Here you can see the premolar and the second molar. These are going to be your abutment teeth, and this is the missing teeth. Shade the or mark the abutment teeth as A, then missing teeth as M. This you can mark as A1, this you can mark as A2, this you can mark as M1. Okay, and you can write an equation just to show anti-slow. That is, M1 must be equal to or greater than A1 plus A2. Okay, here you can write A1 is the perisegmental area of this teeth, A2 is the perisegmental area of the second molar, and M1 is the perisegmental area of the missing teeth. Now the ratio 1:1 satisfy anti-slow, that is equal. If the ratio is equal, it's satisfied, but ideally the ratio must be 2:1. Now what is the probable modification for anti-slow? This is an extra point. Anti-slow is sometimes asked as an 8-mark question, then definitely you can add this point to it. That is, in terms of bone loss, or if there is an axial inclination, or if there is tooth mobility, or if the abutment teeth is endodontically restored with root resection. In those conditions, as a dentist, we definitely know we must increase the abutment. With the questions which is most commonly asked is anti-slow and selection of abutments in FPD, which is very often asked as a short essay, and anti-slow can also come as a short note. If it is coming as a short essay, add the probable modification, the ideal ratios, and those values which I told you. If it is coming as a short note, you must include at least 8 points and one figure. Reference is Fundamentals of Fixed Prosthodontics by Tillman. So that is it. Thank you. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.